So the living steel chests have been buffed. Starting in Tier 3, the 300 cost chests now offer 2 living steel with an additional chance to drop another 1 or 2. However, in Tier 4, which is the only difficulty I recommend running Helltides in, the number of living steel has increased from 3 to 5 with an additional 5 that can drop as well. That means in Tier 4, we can now get 10 living steel from a single chest. This is huge because you should be able to open 2 living steel chests per Helltide at minimum, making it so you will have at least 10 living steel, which allows you to fight Gregoire twice and get the 2 shards of agony for Duriel. Add on to the fact that Helltide chests relocate at the top of the hour. If your character is good enough, you can farm 4 chests to get the minimum of 20 living steel. Then for people who have alt characters, that just doubles everything. So for example, I run through the Helltides with my Ball Lightning Sork, open the 2 chests, log into my Infinimus Necro, open those 2 chests, the top of the hour resets the chests, open 2 more chests with the Necro, log into my Sorceress again, and open the last 2 chests. This gives us a minimum of 40 living steel with the potential for 80. Now, are we going to get the plus 5 living steel per chest? Probably not. Before this video, I've opened 8 chests so far, and I've never seen the extra 5 living steel drop yet. Maybe that's normal, maybe it's bad luck. But since we can get at least 40 living steel per Helltide, assuming that the chests reset at the top of the hour and we have enough time, this makes it so we can fight Duriel at least twice per Helltide. There's also a single living steel in every other chest in the Helltide, so if you've collected every living steel chest possible for the current Helltide, or you're just running out of time and not going to make it to 300, we can open the less expensive chests one at a time to accumulate more living steel. Blizzard also removed the Guardian that was protecting the living steel chests. This was causing the chest to not appear sometimes, so you would have to portal back to town, go through it again, and see if it showed up. This personally caused me a couple times to just burn and lose my 300 steel because I would portal back and forth and the chest just wasn't showing up. So this is a good change. They do plan on bringing the Guardian back in the future, but for the time being, I'm just glad that the chest is going to show up every single time. So this is a good hotfix. I still would like to have Cinders carry over after it ends, have it running constantly like a Blood Harvest, just go to a new area, throw in a world boss at the end of it, all these things that I talked about in one of my previous videos. And it doesn't really solve the problem of Helltides just being a less fun, more boring Blood Harvest. But for now, I'll take what I can get and appreciate the living steel buff. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.